So hey guys, my name is Princess. Princess, whichever you want to call me. Anyways, that little deer moment. I'm gonna actually show you some of the work that I have done, so you can kind of get a taste of my work. The first shoes I ever customized. These are actually not the first shoes I ever customized. These are the first ones that I would say that I fully customized with using the right material, having like the right process of okay, yeah, I'm actually liking this customizing stuff. These are Uggs. I call them what are they? I think they're moccasins. I don't know. Anyways, these are Uggs. The brand I used was Uggs. Yeah. So what I did was I painted the Thrasher symbol around it using Angelus paint with red, yellow, orange, as you can see. And then I also used the this heart person. I really actually don't remember the name of what the symbol is called, but I know that I've seen it on damn, I can't. Why did I start this without knowing what the fuck I was gonna say? Sorry. I know it's also the C. Converses. So I paint. You've seen Converses. I don't even think they're on actual Converses, the shoe brand, but they look like Converses, and they're painted you see the heart shape on them, and there. So what I did was I painted the heart. The heart didn't come like weeks later. I first painted this, and what actually ended up happening was I lost one pair of the shoe. See, I had this one, and then I kind of go through this process of rearrange my room, and I couldn't find this other foot. Come later on, it's behind my TV. Whatever. But I didn't wear this for mad long because I only have one foot, but here's the black one, and they're different colors because I think that's fucking lit. Why would you do something different? And you can see the heart still on this one. It's probably a little bit more bigger though, as in this one, but yeah, I kind of just tore these up. These are my first ones, the Uggs. I painted. The first thing I painted was the Lilo. No, it wasn't the Lilo stitch. It was this, the Bape symbol, the Bape logo stuff. I painted it on this first shoe, and I've seen other guys on Instagram painting Bape, and this one guy, Jordan's dad is his Instagram, I think. He had these kind of similar style to this that I liked, and I was like, shit, let me do that. So I painted this, and then I painted this. I did something like this too with the cause and stuff like that. Same here with cause and his name. I didn't know what I was going to do the second one. That's the hardest part for me, being customizer, is painting the first shoe, and I don't paint the exact same thing. I've never done that since recently I've started doing that, but I don't do the same thing on the shoes. So having to transfer what the fuck you just did on the first one, and then having to transfer into another piece of paper, that's just fucking hard. So I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I just I didn't do them for mad long. I did the first one 1 week, first week, and then 2 months later or a month later, then I painted this one. And that was watching the show, and I got really so I was watching the show, and I really got interested into the show, and then I started brainstorming my art because there was a lot of art pieces in the show. It was a Netflix series or some shit like that, and so I first did this one. I painted into the cause on there because I loved cause, and I was like, let me keep doing more cause. And then I was watching Walt Before Disney, I think it's called, on Netflix, and I just kind of painted little Lilo, the Stitch character. I was like, fuck, that's my favorite Disney thing, All Haunted Means Family. And I liked that, so I painted that on that one. I painted it on the shoe, and with the cause on the other side. And then I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do this side? So I fucking love Vincent Van Gogh. He is a fucked up person, like as a person, like he's pretty fucked up in the head, but the way people display like what they internalize is so unique to me. Fuck it. And I did his most famous painting, I think it is Starry Night, and I fell in love with Starry Night the first time I seen it in my art class. I've always wanted to paint in my room, but I can't do that. It's a big ass piece, and I just know it's gonna be like a whole year process for me to finish just one wall of Starry Night. So I painted on the shoe. It took me actually like around 4 hours because I was stopping and then eating and then doing other shits. And actually I would say like 2 hours. That's a lie, because I was actually really fucking like in love with how I started. Like, as you can see, the little like, you know, details of like the blue mixed with like the, I guess these are like beams of sun and stuff like that. I was like mad hyped about that. I didn't really go into the city scene with the houses because that part became a little bit more difficult for me because I didn't actually have the right paintbrush. I didn't actually have the right paintbrush for to start to really go into detail with the little houses. So I just painted like one house. You know, you got the idea. And the land, and then this big ass tree thing in the middle, and I never knew what that was, so I just painted that in there. I thought it was a big ass tree just standing in there. I don't know what it symbolized or whatever, but I just painted it in there. And yeah, that was my second really good work. When I fucked up these motherfuckers right here. These are the retro 4s. Jordans. I fucked with these heavy because I was like, and I'm gonna just let you know right now, this is not my piece. I didn't originally come up with this shit like my other shit. This is actually from some guy, Kingdom Made. Follow his Instagram is actually Kingdom_Made. And he did something similar to this, and I loved them. Like, I was like, shit, you know, like you have the fucking vape symbols and you have the shark and shit. Fuck, bro. I'm fucking these up with my fucking retro 4s, and these originally came white, so I got them in my canvas was the retro 4s, and then I just like painted them in, you know. I wouldn't say it's my best work because with these sneakers, they weren't my original idea, and I'm more closer to things that I think about. Like, I think up in my own head because I'm like, shit, when people see me walking with it, they're like, oh fuck, nigga, like you did that shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, when people ask me, I'm like, yeah, no, I actually got it from somebody else, and I appreciate you. Shout out to Kingdom Made, but I can't be as close to these because these are your fucking unique shit, bro. So, but word, I really fuck with how he customized this. I actually kind of switched it up a little bit. Like, these symbols, they aren't the same as the way he did his, but, and this is not the same too. Like, I just kind of added my own little taste into it, you know. And I didn't have airbrush with this. I only used all hand. I used all paintbrushes. There was no airbrush. With like all my works right now, I don't use any airbrush. Like, I'm still trying to save up for all that. So it's still a process within itself. I have all my Angelus like little paintbrushes. Like, I'm still starting off small. I'm still a freaking little amateur. I think with how I do my craft and how I, you know, sit down and I detail my work and I think about it and I allow my hands to go freely in it, I don't think I ever will really need an airbrush unless I get one. It will be a lot more helpful. But those who actually can paint, who can like customize without airbrush, do the details without stencils and shit, those are the motherfuckers I tip my hat to, because that shit is fucking hard. So, but yeah, customize these and then, you know, let's get a little close up to it. So yeah, so honestly that's the rest of this video. Shout out to Jordan's dad and Kingdom Made for really honestly being great influences on Instagram, because your motherfuckers, when I saw your shoes, bro, like I was like, I gotta really step up my game. I really gotta get into this shit because these motherfuckers are really going hard with sneakers and jackets and shit like that. I also do jackets, pants, whatever have you. Like, those are all canvases. That's pretty much it.